Okay, welcome everyone. Welcome once again. You could see what's going on. You could notice that most of the markets are now returning back. You could see the dip is actually coming up gradually, but yet we are not yet there. But you could see the percentage of the floating loss has automatically decreased. From most of them is at minus 30 something, most of them is at minus 40 something. Okay, you have all reduced to, I think the highest one here now is minus 24. You know, a lot of people ask me, which coin am I going to choose for my downlines, or which of the coins are doing very well, which one can I trade? I believe everyone can see my screen right now. At least you could see the coins I'm trading. Okay, you could just go ahead to choose any of these coins to trade. Each of every one of them is actually doing very well. Why? Because of the bull run that is happening in the dip. Okay, we've been in that bull run for a few days now. So, okay, you could look at AVAX. Now, this is 4 hours candlestick. You could see what's happening. Okay, you could see what's happening. This is a bull run sell. Okay, let me change this to black. This is a bull run. You could see that. You could see that. You could see that a bit here. See, all these are good transactions. Okay, I mean, this is going on in the dip right now. And if you check all the previous markets, like so, you could see the same thing happening. Wow, look at this one. Look at this one, all the way from here. Did you see that? Did you see that? It has been on constant, this is 4 hours candlestick. It has been on constant bull run, okay? And that's what makes it beautiful. It sell, it buys, it sell, it buys, it sell, buy, all the way sell. So right now the market is so beautiful. That's why I keep talking about buying the dip. Okay, that's why I keep talking about buying the dip. Look at this market like so. Now imagine the one who stopped buying at this place. You miss all this bull run, because all this gap down here are bull run. Now the one who stopped buying at this dip, you are missing all this profit right now. If you stop buying at this place, you are just about to start selling. But the guys who has bought down up to this point has been on profit for all these days. Okay, remember, this is 1 day candlestick, means all these candlesticks are daily candlestick. That daily candlestick. Okay, so I mean, the market is so beautiful right now, so beautiful. That is what I told you about. I think that was last week. A lot of people were asking me, oh, the market is going deep, deep, deep. Most of our prospects is going to be afraid of getting involved. I'm not making money myself. How can I talk to somebody to register RoyuQ? Can I tell you, one of the best time I registered people using RoyuQ was while we were in the dip. If you remember the dip that happened around, I think August, if you remember the dip that happened within that time, okay, throughout that dip, I signed up more people than when we are in the bull run. Why do I sign more people up in the dip than when we are in the bull run? Because I begin to let my prospects and those people who are under my team to know one thing, that right now the market is down. It is the best time to join RoyuQ. Can I tell you, the best moment to sell this product is when the markets are all down, when the markets are in the real dip. Why? Any prospect you sign up at that time, can I tell you, it is easy for that prospect to get in more and more people to sign up their RoyuQ bot. Why? Let's look at it. Now, imagine at the time the market is here, when everybody's crying deep, one of your prospects signed up with RoyuQ and he started trading this particular market. I want you to see what would have been happening. This is daily candlestick. It means for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. For the past 11 days, that person would have been in constant profit for the past 11 days. So you see, that is when you start recording people sign up their bot. Within 7 days, within 1 week, they made more than 30% of profit. I mean, that's how it happens. Why are they going to experience it? Because of what is happening. Okay? Even if the person who signed up at this place is still enjoy this profit from here to here. You know, enjoy this profit on these green candles. Okay? Right now, that person will be on a very good profit. So anybody that signed up in the deep, can I tell you, they are the best people enjoying this profit, especially people who signed up 1 week ago. 1 week ago. I mean, they're gonna be making good profit. So guys, there is nothing to be afraid trading ROUQ. Nothing at all. Why? Because of the nature of the market. The market only have one behavior, up and down, up and down. Can you see it? Up and it doesn't do any other thing. It just only move up. Look at it. Okay. After getting down, what is the next thing that happened? Let's look at it. Did you see? After it has gotten down, did you see what's going on now? It's about to move up. Prevention, it could get up to this place, even if it's going to reverse a bit before going up more. So, okay. So that is the beauty of trading with ROUQ bot. That is the beauty. You can never do this on a manual trade and get it as right as ROUQ will do that for you. Now, imagine you are coming to this place. Now, the person who is giving you local signal, give you local signal and said, this market, enter at this place. Is it at this place? Okay. Before this market we get from here to here, ROUQ would have given you multiple profits, because while this market is waiting to get from here to here, it will be doing what we call up and down, up and down, up and down, till it get to this point. In every of the candlestick, just like you see what's happening here now, it will move up, it will go down, then move up again, go down till it stops at its final destination and form the next candlestick. So why it's making that movement of up and down, up and down, up and down, what is ROUQ doing? ROUQ is helping you to buy and sell and buy and sell and buy and sell at that particular point. So why this guy is waiting for this market to get here, he has to wait for 3 days. But the guy who is using ROUQ is making profit constantly for that particular 3 days. Constantly. See, one of the things that I've seen using ROUQ is that if you have enough money, just imagine with this, my newest my optimized setting I'm using in the copy strategy. Imagine you are using $100 first buy amount, okay? Which means before you use this $100 first buy amount, you must allocate at least 2,400 per one coin, okay? Now you are using $200 FBA, okay? Now imagine what will be happening. It means every market you close will be mostly 1.6, 2.6, 9, 8. Okay, if you are taking 3.5% in the deep like we used to take, you could be ending your profit with $4 or 3 point something dollars each market that close. Each market that close. Now imagine you already in the deep. Most of your call has made 28 calls, 30 calls, and all this bull run has been running for days now. And you're using $100 first buy amount. Come on, every blessed day your market, your bot will be closing for you in hundreds of dollars every day. Every blessed day, you can make 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 daily. I'm telling you, you would have made thousands of dollars within these few days that we have been experiencing bull run. Okay, because the beauty part of this thing is that your money is safe here in Binance. So no matter how deep the market goes, it will surely come up. It only requires one thing: patience. I want you to look at this. There are people who stop buying this market at this place. Did you think they know that we are experiencing bull run? No, they didn't know. When they nearly experienced it is at this particular green candle. But what happened again? The market all of a sudden dip. Now, look at what happened in 2 days deep. Look at the red candle beside that green one and look at this one. Look at how much it fall. Look at the recovery instantly. Now imagine a guy who buy this market all the way from here down to this place, all the way from here. That he would have made a lot of profit because of the recovery, because of this green candle under. Are you hearing what I'm saying? And now this dip goes again. Look at what that person would have been enjoying now. Now, the guy who stopped at this place is still in a big floating loss because looking at where he stopped, see, the market has not gotten there. So he's still experiencing floating loss. The only thing he's going to notice is that the floating loss is reducing. It's minusing. He's hoping very soon his market is going to start making profit. Now, imagine the guy who stopped at this place. He don't understand what we are saying. All the things that is happening down here up to this point, he didn't know it. What would you think that guy would be saying? This bot is not working. For the past 2 months, my bot has not been trading. For the past 3 months, I've not been making money. The only reason you are not making money is because you didn't buy the dip. I followed this market from this place down to this point, and now I'm following it up to this point. Okay, you get to a particular point, I stop buying. Okay, let me give a clear shot. This is where I follow this market. I follow this market from here. You get to a particular point, which I could not know the particular point. I paused. I didn't buy. I have to wait for the market to dip more. Then I engaged again. But I know I followed it up to this point. And even now, it has been on profit all these days. Okay? So this is what RoyalQ is all about. It is the game of the dip. I keep telling people, until many of RoyalQ teachers begin to teach this thing right, people will keep making mistakes. I'm telling you, people will keep making mistakes. RoyalQ is the game of the deep. Guys, can I say it again? RoyalQ is the game of the deep. Because in cryptocurrency, this always occur, always occur, always occur. But here is the beautiful part. It may take it 2 months to go this deep, 2 months. Okay? And take it 1 week to come out. 1 week for this thing to move from here now up to this point. Just one candlestick that will move very up now, it will come out of this dip within 1 day. Sometimes it can take it even 2 days to come out of dip that took 2 months to fall. Something that takes 3 months to be going down, all of a sudden within 3 days, it just come out. And this is the reason why I keep telling people, if you want to use any strategy on your own, lay your foundation with what I have said. Why? My strategy is based on this movement that's going here. I have come to notice one thing, which I keep telling you guys. This market moves slow in the deep. During the bull runs, it runs faster. So that means in the deep, the market moves more, how should I put it? It moves more deeper, but the recovering rate in the deep is more faster. The bull run we have in the deep is much more greater than the bull run you have in the bull run. For instance, when this market now has come up here, and people think the main bull run is this place. No, this is just only one form. All this thing that has been happening here, all the bull run you see here, if you check it all together, they are much more than the bull run that just run pure. Because all this way that you are making profit. Did you know there's profit here? Now, every other green candles you are seeing here are all profits. Now, if this market now form a straight candlestick here, no matter the money you're going to make in that candlestick, you can't compare with all the profit you have made starting from all this place that goes down. You've made more profit even at this place. If you have, even at this place all the way down here, you've made more profit. More profit. So the beauty of this ROYUQ is to stay on cycle trading by the dip. By the dip. You cannot compare the guy who is buying this dip down here with the guy who just started this market here. The guy who just started this market here is just earning profit. But the guy who has been in this dip has accumulated profit all the way down this place. And right now, this guy who started here is just making only this profit. He is also making the same profit. But before he's now making the same profit with this guy, he has accumulated all the profit that is in this lane. He has accumulated all the profit in this column. I mean, this is what makes ROYUQ number one. So if you come out every day, you notice your bot is not trading. One thing is involved. You don't have enough money. You don't have enough money. If you have enough money to buy the dip, guys, you will love this bot. In fact, you will sing the praise of this bot to everyone. But when you don't understand how it works, that's why we have a lot of people complaining. That's why we have a lot of people keep saying, I don't know, this thing is not working. I see people want to sell their bot. You ask them why. They say they don't have the money to buy the dip. No, you don't understand it. Can I tell you? Let's assume you have money. The money you have, you can only buy here. Sorry. Let's assume the money you have, you can only buy up to this point. You didn't buy down here. And now you are not making profit. Are you supposed to be worried? Of course, no. Relax. Be patient. If you had used that money by yourself, you would have used it to buy a pair of jeans, a pair of shoes. One trouble or the other would have taken that money from you. And guess what? You would have eaten it and forget that there was a time you have $100. But imagine you put it here, even though at this point you stop buying and you are patient. Now let's assume 2-3 months later, this market now go up from here to here. What has happened? Did you see? You that have $100 that stop here. After many, let's say 2 months, you didn't sell. All of a sudden, see what is going to happen to your pot. You can wake up all of a sudden and saw $75. You can wake up all of a sudden one morning and saw $65. Why? The market that has been holding has now come up and it has now brought a lot of profit for you. You see, making it possible for that $100 to now increase with almost 65% profit. You see, this is how beautiful it is. I had a friend who bought Bitcoin. He said his friend has to force him. His friend forced him till he has to bring $100 to buy Bitcoin a year ago. 1 year ago, $100. About 3 weeks ago, before Christmas, guess what? He opened his wallet where he bought the Bitcoin and stuff. He didn't even know what is going on in the Bitcoin. It's just that he was looking for money. He remembered he bought Bitcoin. He said, let him go and check whether there is money there. He now find out that his $100 he put in 1 year ago is now $700. Now, guys, listen to this. If he had used that $100 1 year ago because Bitcoin price was falling, of course, he would not remember where that money is right now. Of course, he would not have known how he used that money. But guess what? When he called me, he said he wants to take out 600 out of that money. He wants to leave $100 to remain there. Guess what? He withdrew 600 out of that money, sold the coin, took back almost 300,000. I'm telling you, just like that. For what he spent 100,000 when $100 was around 40-something dollars, 40-something thousand. He has now picked out 300,000 and still has $100 remaining in the market. And the value of that $100 now is 50-something thousand, above the 40-something thousand he bought it. Yet he has taken a profit of 300,000. Guys, I mean, what else can give you such money in a short while? Nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing else. Now imagine this guy who just bought and hold Bitcoin without trading it. He just buy it and keep it in his exchange wallet. Now imagine if this guy was trading it with ROYUQ 1 year ago. 1 year ago. Did you know how much that $100 would have been now? He cashed out only $700 because he only buy and hold. That means with ROYUQ, he would have cashed in out more than $3,000 within this 1 year. of investing that $100 with patience. Because if you notice within 1 year he bought Bitcoin and the price of Bitcoin today, you will know that the market has really, really gone all the way high. Guys, if you have a friend who have not yet engaged with this amazing opportunity, the most beautiful thing you can do for your friend, even though when it looks like they are not giving you attention, is to keep pressing. Don't give up on them because they don't give you attention. I had people when I started RoyalQ initially that they never give me attention. But today, if I could give them just 30 minutes, they would be very grateful. Because at the time I had a lot of time for them, they couldn't see what I was telling them. But right now they have come to recognize that if they had listened to me by now, most of them will say, hi, imagine how much I would have made by now. You know, by now I would have doubled my money. I was just laughing at them. Not everybody will see what you saw when you are explaining to them right now. But don't relent. Don't give up because they are not listening. No, that man who don't listen to you today may turn out to become a man who will help your team to grow tomorrow, the moment he came to understand this. If you think we have seen opportunity in trading cryptocurrency, we are only just beginning. Guys, imagine what will happen when 1 billion people in the face of the earth is trading cryptocurrency. You wouldn't buy Bitcoin less than $300,000. It's not possible. Right now, we are less than 400 million people trading cryptocurrency. It is this way. What happened when this number doubles? Because when the number of the people trading cryptocurrency doubles, what is going to happen? Demand will go high. When the demand of the cryptocurrency goes high, and because of the limited supply system we do have in cryptocurrency, what do you think is going to happen? Especially when most of the companies have now burnt some of their liquidity. What do you think that's going to happen? Of course, the prices of all this coin is going to go very high. You saw the chart our boss Dennis posted, I think that was last week. He showed the price of AX, the price of Chiba, the price of Ethereum, the price of Bitcoin. Just 1 year interval. These coins has really do amazingly great. What do you think will happen in the next 2 years, in the next 3 years? Okay, these perpetrators that is causing COVID-19, they are planning a new lockdown next year. People don't know what is coming. They are planning a very big, serious down next year. Right now, this is what they're doing. If you have a fever, you go to hospital, automatically they label you a COVID-19 patient. That's what they're doing right now. Once you have a fever, you go to hospital, there's no doubt about it, you must test positive for COVID-19. Now, why are they doing this? They are already preparing for next year lockdown. If this happens again by next year, the whole world economy will totally crash. Guess what is going to happen? People will start looking for a way out. A lot of people will be thinking, what are we going to do next? How are we going to come out of this system? Guess what? RoyalQ will now sell even much more than it has sold before. And guess who are going to be the beneficiary? You that is on RoyalQ today, that has an account today, that thought nothing is happening in your account. I came to understand something. I have a lot of people that signed up in the past. So many of them, but they didn't activate. But guess what? I noticed that most times I come out in a day, I see, somebody just activated their bot. I go to try to check out to see who is the people that activated. I find out it's the people that registered more than 4 months ago. They just register and leave their account like that. And they're not activating. What do you think will happen to most of them when there is a lockdown? Most of them will be forced to bring out that money they saved in their account to get involved. And at that time, they're going to get involved. They're getting involved in a high rate. In other words, what they could have bought with $20, they will now be buying it with $40. And guess what? They are not going to mind buying it at that price. Who is going to be the beneficiary? You, of course, that is in it today, that may not be smiling, that's surely going to smile. Cryptocurrency is the only way forward. Though we know that it's all turning to their one world currency. They don't have control over it now. We know surely in future they're going to do that. They're going to have control over it in order to continue with their agenda of 666. Okay? But right now, It is an opportunity for you. Opportunity for you. You want to go into real estate? If you ask me, what should you do? First of all, put that money in cryptocurrency. Grow that money. If you want to be building house every month, it becomes easy. Imagine someone who is trading with $100,000, who is speaking at least $20,000 every month. Man, what can that person not do? $20,000 every month is almost more than 12 million naira. Every blessed month, non-stop. Now, that is from trading. That is different from if the person gets involved with referral. That is different if the person has some coin he bought and hold and wait for their price hack, price hyper. You know, when their price will hype and they're going to sell it and make profit. So there is so much, a lot of opportunities surrounding cryptocurrency. I've been talking with my father a few days ago. He was telling me, he wants to get involved with this thing. He has heard about it so much. I was laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing. Now, you could imagine when old men want to get involved, what is the young men doing? Are they still sleeping over this? Don't mind all these our leaders and what they may be saying to you in the television. These guys are all criminals. Each of every one of them are involved. Let me be honest with you. Every great leader in Africa is involved in cryptocurrency. The only thing is that they will not come out to tell you. Leave the politics that are playing in television, telling you this and telling you that. Each of every one of these guys are heavily involved. Trust what I'm telling you. They are heavily involved, but they wouldn't tell you. The world is changing so fast. The sooner you accept cryptocurrency and go into it with full force, the better it will become. Because the next rich young men that is going to come up very soon are not going to be Yahoo boys. They're not going to be ritual boys. No, cryptocurrency is going to produce a massive, wealthy young man around the nation of the world. And this is the fear of the government. And government has no control over that affair. That is why they are trying to stop it, but they know they cannot stop it. Don't joke with your future. Start investing now. Okay, look at this account. This account can only do one thing. It can only do one thing. This number will continue to increase. It will continue to increase every day. Imagine this number is increasing every day. In the next 1 year or 2 years, imagine how much it would have increased to. It is possible to increase to over 200,000 in the next 2 years. Somebody who went and started up a business, you saw what happened in Abuja. One of the ex-governor of Anambra State's company got bought. You know how many millions that is lost? That is normal thing that happens to businesses. Dangote once said something. He said, whenever the business is going very well and you are making a lot of profit and you see your business is prospering, he said, that is not the best time to start spending because business will not always be like that. It's just like somebody who sees a cryptocurrency. At the time we are in the bull run, you are making a lot of profit. That is not the time to spend. That is the time to compound. That is the time to grow your capital. Why? Because the dip is coming. They're going to be bad days. When that bad days come, the dip comes. What is going to sustain you? That profit you keep accumulating. I was listening to our boss Dennis and the voice notes he made. He said, the $9,000 or $8,000 that I put have made for me 4,000. Even when the market has dipped 50% of my capital, I still have accurate 8,000 or 9,000 in my account. Why? Because my profit has covered the gap. Did you see? If the market is going to crash another 50%, he still have enough money to stay in the market. And guess what happened when the market will now finally come up? That 100% crash. He would have doubled his profits in a twinkle of time and in a short period of time. That's why you see people making over 30% in a month. they make 50% in 1 month of their capital. Why? They were able to buy the dip. So now the market has returned 60%, and they have made over 100% profit because of how ROUQ trades. The beauty of ROUQ enables them to make that profit. Don't just get involved heavily. Now, here is my advice to everyone who want to get involved. I hear people ask me, I want to borrow money to start trading ROUQ, and I'm supposed to pay the person in 3 months. What should I do? You want my real advice? You want me to be honest with you? Of course, I will tell you not to borrow. Yes, I will tell you not to borrow. Why? This is cryptocurrency. You may make profit of 50% of that amount or 80% of that amount within that 3 months. Okay? If we are in a bull run. And if we enter the dip, that money that you have done already 50% or 60%, the dip may take all the money in the dip. And right now, even though you have made profit, you notice that there's no money and your body has been on floating loss because there's no more money for you to buy the dip. What if the person who you borrow the money now need the money urgently? Guess what that will do to you? You are going to sell those coins below market price. You will now see somebody who has been making a profit of $200. Now, because of the pressure of the people he borrowed the money from, all of a sudden sold off his coin, and automatically he will lose even the $200 he made because he's trying to pay back the person who he borrows the money from. Did you see the danger in it? But when the money is yours, when it is not your school fees, when it is not your house rent, you will not be in such a pressure. What do? You're going to be patient. Once the money comes, once the market come up, then you make your profit. If you want to withdraw at that time, you made profit because you needed money, then you can go ahead to do that. But when you borrow money from people with condition to bring it back in a certain time, nobody is giving you guarantee that at that time you can be able to take that money away from cryptocurrency. We are not saying that the money can be lost. No, it will surely grow before that time. But this is the only thing we are not sure, that it is possible for you to take it out at the time you want it because of the market condition. Especially when you borrow money like 200, 300, 500 from people, which is very little. It's very easy to dip in the market. I mean, it's not a good advice. I see a lot of people, someone says in a one voice note I watch, he was crying, he said, you didn't tell me this is how this thing is working. I put my school fees, now and I have lost my money. I laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed. You see, he blindly went into investment without studying what he's investing. A lot of people want to join ROUQ and they just want everything made easy. They don't want to study. They just want to start making money. And when they're making money, they're happy. The moment the market starts dipping and they are not making money anymore, they become angry. They become offensive. I thought you didn't explain this thing to me very well. I thought you said we are going to be making profit every day. How come for the past many days I'm not making profit? Whenever people are talking like that, one thing I always observe is that they don't study. Because every single video that will teach you what's going on in this bot, come in terms of trading, I have done all the video you are looking for. It is in the YouTube, including this one that I'm educating you tonight is going to be in YouTube by tomorrow. So when somebody say, I don't understand, it's a sign that he has not bring down his temper and calm his mind and learn. Some people will be playing the video. Guess what? They're busy doing other things than playing the video. At the end of the day, they will say they played the video, they didn't understand. Let me tell you why you don't understand. You didn't concentrate while you are playing the video. You were playing it like you play videos. You know, people can play. Imagine such an educative video now. Somebody want to play it. You are now playing it like you are playing movie. You won't understand it. You can go out where movie is playing and come back in the next 5 minutes and still follow up. Movie can be playing for the past 30 minutes. You come back. Once they just tell you one little story that happened in the past, you can follow up with the movie and complete the movie and know everything that happened in the movie. It's not so with this cryptocurrency. Let's assume you meet 5 minutes part of what I've been saying and you join the game. Of course, that vital information you miss will not enable you to know what are we actually talking about. You can find that you have played almost 5 videos, but you have no understanding why. You play none of them with concentration. Guys, the market is so beautiful. You could see what's happening in this account. The market, okay, now see the previous days. You can see that. You can see, there are days that the market are not good. So this is what happened. You see that? There are days that the market are like this. But despite that, it keep bringing profit every day. You see, there are other days. Did you see that? There are other days it couldn't even make much profit. You see? So that's how it is. But the beauty part of it is that it is consistent. It is consistent. If you have money to stay in the market, the profit is consistent. I've provided with you the best strategy that provides consistent money. And for you to be making that consistent money, you need to have enough money to buy the dip. Okay, today is 28 already. This guy has already made $12. I have some of my other accounts that already made almost $30 today. That's 28. Okay, now guess this. I hear people say to me, I had a lot of questions I'm receiving from my group chat. It says, what is our ROI? They asked me, what is our ROI last month and this month? Guys, this is not an important question. No, this is not an important question. You know why? Everyone have different ROI every month. If I told you, if I come now and say to you, my ROIO last month was 30%, how would you know? You wouldn't know. If I'm lying, would you know? So this is not what is important. The reason why I was putting ROIO in the initial time is to monitor the market. You know, when I started corporate strategy, I started the ROIO to enable everyone to see what I was doing. I made my everyday profit visible to everyone. And we both calculated the ROIO in the dip, and that was in the dip. That was on 1st October. I started the corporate strategy in the dip. Okay, now we noticed one thing. We noticed that even in the dip, we were able to make 20%. That's all you need to know. Now, there are some people who will not even make up to this 20% in a month. But one thing is necessary. You won't make less than 10%, except you are not buying. Except maybe your bot stopped trading for the past 1 month. Of course, you're not going to be making profit. But your bot is trading every blessed day. Because you have money to stay in the market for 1 month, you cannot go below 20%. Take it from me. You're trading up to 10 coins, 15 coins. Your bot is trading every blessed day, non-stop. You have more money enough to stay in the deep till now. You can't go below 20%. That's the, what they call this thing again. That is the experiment I have done. And that's why I put it in the chat, showing you 20.something%. That's why you always hear me talking about 20% monthly. Why? That is from the experiment I did. I find out at least you must not go below this if you have money to consistently stay in the market. Okay, so this is how this is working. You know, it's amazing that my corporate strategy started on 1st of October, and this is going to 3 months now. I think in a few days now it will be 3 months, and I find out. I think I have close to okay, now it's around 1,002 or 1,180 subscribers that subscribe to my strategy. And I find out that within these 3 months, this 1,000 plus people for the past these 3 months has accumulated over $280,000 profit. Meaning this 1,180 people have already shared using the strategy. The profit they have all accumulated is over $280,000 in less than 3 months. So each of every one of them take their own cut out of this $280,000 based on the amount of capital they use in copying the strategy, how many coins they are copied. Okay, so each of every one of them has this cut. Man, Royal Q is amazing. Tell me, which other business could have given these people this amount of money in less than 3 months? without stories. Without stories. So get involved right now. What is the best thing to do as you are hearing me in this meeting? First, make sure you are in our Telegram group. Secondly, subscribe to the YouTube so that anytime I post any video, you wouldn't have to ask questions. I don't understand this. You get notification instantly. And the moment you get notification, go through the video. Because if you don't play that video, then we post another one, it becomes very difficult for you to go through those videos again. But the moment you get the video, you bring out your time and go through that video. You have done yourself a great value, just like you are in this meeting now. How would you impact yourself more? By the end of the meeting, the video is out. Go through the video again. You will now find out that you will understand this thing I've just taught tonight even much more better than how you are learning it now as you are hearing me. Because all the things you had now, when you are now replaying the video, it becomes like a refreshing of your memory. It becomes like a revelation. You see, the things you were not able to see at this time I'm teaching it, you are able to find it out while you are playing the video. Guys, RoyuQ is the best place to be right now. Get your friends involved in this. Use this opportunity in this Christmas season that your families has gathered around. Share this great opportunity with your cousins. Share this great opportunity with your friends. With those family members that come back from different locations, share this great opportunity with them. Wherever people are gathered, money is spent. They are going to burn a lot of money this Christmas. Help somebody to save that money he's going to burn in a beer parlor and invest in his future. Most of them is going to eat 55,000 in one day. They're going to eat it for the next 7 days. Okay, that's about 350,000. Imagine that person is convinced to put that money in this RoyuQ. In the next 1 year, that should be about, it should be more than 30 million profit. Okay, so help somebody to invest in their future today. Help somebody. Help somebody. And how can you help them? Share this good news with them. Bring them to join the group. Share the video with them. When they have time and go through the video, they will be the one to call you. I'm interested in this thing you show me. How do I get started? How do I get started? Okay, now I think I have impacted you with a lot. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I am going to be ending the recording so that we could move